ATHLEAN-X.com. Today, I'm going to uncover a hidden area of strength for you. And I don't say hidden because I'm trying to be gimmicky here. It's hidden because most likely, and don't feel bad, you're one of the ones that's overlooking this critical element if you want to see impressive strength gains and really realize your true upper body and lower body potential for that matter. And what we're talking about is straight arm scapular strength. Now I know scapula, you throw it in any freaking term here, and half of you guys want to get out the door and leave the video. I promise, stick around, I'll make it worth your while. It's actually a very critical component of your overall strength picture, and it has to stop being overlooked as of today. Okay, so what are we talking about? Well, it's executing movements out of this straight arm position. And the key factor is that if you can't stabilize your scapula, keep them in place while you move your body around them, then you're never going to have the ability to perform your bigger lifts, like bench press, like the deadlift, which is critical to having straight arm scapular strength, correctly or even to their full potential, and therefore that's going to be the weak link. Maybe not your legs in the deadlift, maybe not your lats or your chest in the bench press or in a pull-up or anything like that. It's going to be your scapular strength, and that's where we have to plug that leak so we can get you stronger. So how are some of the ways that we can do this? Well, we can kind of start on the easy end with some bodyweight movements. This is just sort of like a planche tuck position or a modified beginner planche tuck position that we do just sitting on the end of a bench. All you have to do is keep your arms in, again, straight at the elbow, right here beneath you, and try to lift your body up off the bench. That's it. Now, for those who never worry about straight arm scapular strength, obviously you're not training with ATHLEAN-X because I make sure that we include a lot of this even in our beginner program. Okay, but what you want to do is just be able to get yourself off the bench and feel the muscles engage around your entire shoulder girdle. And see if you can hold it there. If you can, 15 seconds if you're starting out, 60 seconds if you can. Try to work up to 2 minutes. All right? Are the triceps working here? A little bit, but your elbows are locked out. Most of the work here is going into the scapula and the scapular stabilizers, and that's the point. You can then take it down to the floor. Again, bodyweight version, any of us can do it. You allow your shoulder blades to kind of pinch and retract together. Into the plus position here, you're using your serratus to plus your shoulder blades apart from each other, and then you want to lean your body forward, which is going to test that straight arm scapular strength. Your shoulders will work your entire shoulder girdle once again. And then you rock yourself back, allow them to collapse, and repeat the process. See if you can bang out 10 of these, 15 of these, 20 of these. The goal is obviously to take wherever you are now and start improving that. Okay, we can take it up a notch. We can go down into this inverted row position. And here it's actually like a modified, very beginner version of a front lever. Now we talked about the front lever raise. I've done a whole video on that before. I'll link that over here for you. That's obviously an extreme example of straight arm scapular strength. And it's why most people that can do those tend to have a lot more relative upper body strength and just overall strength for that matter. They can do some pretty impressive things. Gymnasts come to mind first and foremost. But you want to be able to modify that here because you may not be able to do them right away. And you do that by rocking back while you do this straight arm hold. So you're not trying to push through your quads here to get your body up. You're using your straight arm scapular strength to pull yourself up. Okay, focus on the legs just being there as an assistance. They're not there to drive you, okay? Now, we can make it even more difficult. We can go to the weighted versions. Now, I'm not saying that this movement is difficult, but if you weight this heavy enough, as I always advocate, then you're going to get a lot out of this movement. And it's a critical component, one of the major staples of ATHLEAN-X training, and it's the straight arm pushdown. And you don't have to do it with a cable machine. We don't require you have that to do ATHLEAN-X. You can do it with a band at home. And the further away you stand, the more resistance you're going to have. But the idea here is, yes, you're using your lats, but they wouldn't be able to optimally function if they didn't have the stabilization of the scapula first. And that's what this exercise does. And this translates directly over to a deadlift. You can see me deadlifting here from a previous video. The deadlift requires that you have straight arm scapular strength to stabilize the bar and stabilize the entire upper body so you can execute the lift without loss of energy from the ground all the way up to the top. Your quads will be able to execute with more strength because they're not being diverted or lost through this weak and loose upper body. So if you can execute a straight arm push down here, then you can do a lot more with the deadlift, probably more instantly than what you think you're even capable of. And finally, an advanced version of this straight arm scapular strength concept, and that is a headbanger pull-up. So you get up to the top of the pull-up and you don't have to worry about going up and down anymore. Now you want to worry about going in and out, in and out. Obviously, this is very difficult. It's complex. you're not actually really getting completely, or I'm not getting at least completely out to straight arm, but the idea of getting out there and resisting the temptation of my body to just cave and fall out is demanding heavy doses of straight arm scapular strength. So as you see here, guys, there's a lot of just examples of how you could do it at all levels of difficulty. My job as a coach and as a physical therapist is to, A, make sure that you're doing these first and foremost, because if you're not, you'll never reach your true potential. I can promise you that. And B, I want to make sure that you're doing them the right way and the right progression. I lay it all out for you in our ATHLEAN-X training system, and no matter what program of ours you're on, you're going to be doing straight arm scapular strength work because I realize just how important it is to the overall picture, and hopefully now after this video, you see that too. Again, if you're looking for that program or any of our programs, they're over at ATHLEAN-X.com. In the meantime, I hope you found this video helpful. Let me know below by leaving your comments, and let me know what else it is that you want to see, and I'll do my best to cover it here in the weeks and months ahead. All right, guys? I'll see you back here soon.